How's it going, everybody? MountainSpyder here for another video in the Total War Warhammer series. So today I'm going to be showcasing a new map, the Tranquil Valley. It's slightly larger than the previous maps I've made, but it's a lot of fun. So a big thing with this map is altitude difference. So just taking a quick squiz around, I'm playing Dwarves against Chaos just to showcase the map. I must say I hated Dwarves in the tabletop version because I played Night Goblins. However, in Total War, they're pretty damn cool. These little guys are so staunch, and they've got such high leadership that you get hit, and it's really not much of a big deal. So I'm bringing 2 squads of Ironbreakers, and then the Peak Gate Guard Hammers in the center. Bringing, of course, Thorgrim Grungebearer on with his little shield bearers, which I just found amazing, because it looks so good compared to the tabletop version. Well, not compared to, it just looks so similar. Then you got 3 lines of Thunderers in the back, just to take care of anything armored, because generally Chaos are pretty damn heavy in that department. And then I brought 2 Grudge Throwers, as well as the Goblobber Grudge Thrower, just because I absolutely love the little Night Goblin they attach to the rock and throw. And then the Master Engineer, just to give a buff to all the artillery and the ranged units. As you can take a quick squiz around the map. So as you can see from the top right here at the map itself, if you're deploying on the high ground, it's very difficult to see in the valley below. So you got to deploy quite cleverly, and if you want to see what your enemy is doing, you're going to need scouts in this map. So it's got the whole map's got a flat top, going around, with cliffs going down into a forested valley in the bottom. We've got a nice water feature in the middle of the map, which looks pretty cool. So each of these large cliffs has a ramp going down, so there is access to all these areas. So generally, fighting on the high ground is a good strat. However, there's always going to be a wraparound, there's going to be another way to get to you. And as I said, when you're deploying on just the high ground, like I've done with the Dwarves here, I can't actually see Chaos. So where the Chaos are deployed now are completely in the fog of war. So it's all fantastic, I'm sitting on top of the cliff, but whilst I was playing, I had absolutely no idea where they were. So it's cool, you've got a nice little road going along the top of the cliff face here, until one of the low down areas. Carry on going into another one. So this flat top does link the 2 deployment zones. Otherwise, the only other way to go through it is the valley at the bottom. So I did include the forest so that the beastmen, as well as the wood elves, do have some combat ability. I'm just going to speed this up, but the startup takes quite a while. So that I'm not leaving any armies behind. And also, like I said, it allows some really cool actions with the scouts and some really interesting charges and outflanking you can do this map, because there's nothing stopping you from, if your opponent did well and deployed dwarves on top, there's nothing stopping you from taking your cavalry through the forest, hidden the entire time, up the back ramp, and it's quite a way around, but you can get a rear charge in quite effectively. So you can hide your entire army in the bottom of the valley in the forest until you can get your fast units to wrap around, and then you charge up the hills, and there we go. So as you can see there, all I had to line of sight was the Feral Manticore. So I just tried some pot shots, luckily with the artillery, and actually ended up hitting the aspiring champions and a little bit of damage off on the Hellbirds, which were just pure luck shots. Like I said, I had no idea though there. All I could see was Manticore flying above. So as nice as deploying on top of the hills, you're limiting your line of sight and visibility incredibly. So you got to be smart in how you deploy this. And as I said, I didn't take on this map because I wanted to showcase what it looks like. Oh, that shot looks amazing. I wanted to showcase what it looked like deploying just in the hills with the line of sights, and as you can see, it's quite a hindrance if you do not bring scouts to deploy in the center of the valley. So you need to deploy very cleverly in this. So that Hell Cannon in this match did some serious work. The first 2 shots luckily have been misses, but the Hell Cannon is no joke for Chaos, because it's a directed missile shot. The Thunder is finally loose in the Feral Manticore, not doing a hell of a lot of damage. But as you can see there, that one shot from the Hell Cannon literally took out the center of my Ironbreakers. So it is no joke. So the Marauder Horsemen coming forward, trying to get in range, they're not going to do much unfortunately for them. Yeah, I really should have moved my Hammerers here. Luckily I'm playing Dwarf, so I didn't take too much damage from that. But as you can see there, even with 35% magic raise, I'm still taking about 20% of my unit damage. Oof. Yeah, that Hell Cannon just took out 1/3 of my Thunderers from one shot. So yeah, it definitely is an amazing piece of artillery. Playing as Dwarves is a bit difficult to counter unless you take the helicopters. And unfortunately this matchup it didn't, so that hurt me quite badly. So seeing the Chaos Trolls as well as the Manticore start tearing into my Hammerers here, Luckily, they are very good damage dealers, so they can actually hold it out against them. As you can see, the Manticore is taking a lot of damage with my Thunderer still targeting it. Luckily, with a large unit like the Manticore, you can still fire it into combat, whereas if it was infantry-sized models like the Forsaken charging in here, often your range units can't actually hit them because your friendlies are in the way. So now, that Chaos Giant is just taking a whack at the Hammerers and the, what are they called again? Ironbreakers. It is quite a problem, which is why I retarget my Thunderers. Because if you get enough range damage off on large units like the Giant, you pretty much stagger them and stun them every now and again. And by having lots of units here, it absorbs the damage. So for instance, if the Giant was just going 1-on-1 against Thorgrim Grudgebearer, the damage against Thorgrim Grudgebearer would be a lot higher, because damage is pretty much just targeted against him. By putting a whole bunch of infantry around, you're pretty much soaking up the AoE damage, which then Thorgrim takes less damage and he's able to actually take down the Giant. So moving on to here, the Chaos Chariot is actually doing quite a bit of nice damage to my Ironbreakers here. So it was a risky play, but I retargeted my Grudge Throwers right into combat on the Satchel Charges. There they go. Satchel Charges in this game look really, really cool. I mean, the visual effects are just perfect. So as I was saying, I retargeted the Grudge Throwers to target the Chariots, trying to deal with more damage to them because of the armor piercing. It hurt. Unfortunately, I think I did hit my Ironbreaker back quite a bit, which dropped, as you can see, them roll. Which wasn't a great choice, but it did work. As you can see there, it breaks the Chaos Chariots in the end. So this Exalted Hero is actually holding his own perfectly against Ironbreakers. They're barely touching him. So you need to bring in Thorgrim Grudgebearer to try and end up this combat. I just love the little shield bearers. Yeah, he's such a great hero, because the thing is, he also increases the weapon damage of your close by dwarves, which really makes them that much harder to kill, because dwarves very rarely run away. They've got such high defense, and giving them a boost to their offense on top of that is just, it's ridiculous. They just sit there and they do not run, and no matter what you throw at them, they sit there. I mean, look at this. The Hammer is on less than 10% HP and they're still sitting in combat. So now as you can see here, Chaos is pretty much all but broken. It's just the Hell Cannon at the back, which is unbreakable. So just speeding it up, as I've pretty much just got to run my guys forward to try and get to it. I don't know why, my Grudge Throwers didn't really target it properly here. They kind of just sat in range. And the first shots go and they just end up missing quite badly. So yeah, I pretty much had to charge my entire army in. And this is fantastic because it's the Chaos Dwarves against the Dwarves. And I must say, the look of the Chaos Dwarves is amazing. They've got the whole almost Sumerian and Babylonian look to them, which is so true to what they were on the tabletop. So yeah, just wrapping this battle up quickly. So thanks to all the guys subscribing, well, thanks to everyone subscribing on the workshop as well as the YouTube channel. It really helps a lot. And it's, yeah, comment below what you want to actually see in the maps, or if you want to see a specific type of map. Because it really does mean a lot to me, because a big aspect from this is making multiplayer maps that are balanced, that are fun to play on. And I think this is quite a fun map. The size is 1.5 or 1.5 from side to side. So you're not able to just deploy your army, deploy your artillery, and just sit there. So it is a lot of fun to play on because of the amount of maneuverability you get in this map. So like I said, please subscribe, let me know what you guys think. And thanks so much for watching, and enjoy. Cheers.